In the digital age, data plays a huge role in our everyday lives. It's present in lots of obvious ways. When we're shopping online, for example, and have to type in our name and address. One US-based data broker, Axiom, claims to have files on 10% of the world's population. But data collection can also be less visible. Take data brokers, for example. You've probably never heard of them, but these businesses specialize in creating in-depth profiles of individuals for advertisers. A single profile might draw on up to 1,500 data points, focusing on the related but distinct concepts of privacy and data protection. Article 12 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights treats privacy as a distinct human right. It says that no one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence. Everyone has the right to the protection of the law against such interference or attacks. In legal terms, privacy isn't an absolute right. This means it can be restricted for certain reasons, for example, to protect national security or public safety, or if it conflicts with other rights, like the right to free expression. And what about data protection? Contrary to popular belief, it is not the same thing as privacy. Data protection is more specific. It's concerned with the ways third parties handle the information they hold about us, how it is collected, processed, shared, stored, and used. In other words, privacy is the big picture and data protection is one corner of it. The Internet's business model depends on people sharing their personal data in exchange for access to content, services, and social media platforms. While you might not pay anything upfront to go on Facebook, they still make money from you by selling your personal information to advertisers. By clicking Agree to Terms of Service, users technically consent to this model. But in practice, virtually no one actually reads them. This is a problem because no one knows what they're really signing up to, which creates opportunities for misuse. Technological developments now enable governments to monitor our conversations, transactions, and the locations we visit. In some countries, including Russia, Brazil, Australia, and South Korea, companies are legally required to store this data locally for long periods of time, making it easier for governments to get information on their citizens, undermining freedom of expression and the rights to association and assembly. National and regional courts have a crucial role here. The European Court of Human Rights, for example, has imposed limits on stop and search practices by the police and on the amount of time data can be legally retained. At the national level, it's common to find a specific public body responsible for privacy and data protection. This can be a specialist post or an ombudsman.